or your PNC, including Awingobit and Tiana, is not happy with what is happening. Because you don't live in a glass home and throwing stones. What people can say, now more endorse. More in the last election, vote na munye cry a condo behind her. Instead of more you see some energy, moving to go media, both media and meetings and conferences and other things. You rather use that to convince Ghana for let Ghanaians understand. Yes, don't care so much about the last election result that we got, but the future is bright. Ghanaians are looking for alternative, and that alternative could be the minority parties. So PNC, this is what we are doing on our part, and we are encouraging other minority parties to do the same thing. So remember, we shall call for coalition for minority parties to rescue Ghana from the so-called big parties. I didn't see that. The energy, the national leader, the chairman, the energy, the general secretary, and the group. What is happening in the airwaves? Any PNC mind thinking person will not be happy. And absolutely, I'm not a happy person after all. Even though someone will say, oh, but you were a contender. So if the general secretary and the party leader is fighting, it's not an opportunity for you to emerge. But the point is, if I will emerge with empty members of the party, what's the benefit of it, of me emerging? I want to emerge and see a very united, solid members that will go out to campaign, to preach the gospel, to get more souls to join the party. And so from the one, when the general secretary was suspended, when they said they suspended the general secretary, I issued a statement, the whole Ghana saw it, and I said what the leader and the chairman did at the time wasn't good. They didn't give the leader a good hearing. They should call it, they should rescind their decision and reunite. Kumasi also came, I spoke my mind, and they went to court, and court said go back and use the party structures. They came back, whether asked they use the party structures or not, I don't know. About a week, 2 weeks ago, I had a message from the acting secretary, the gentleman that said he should act. Call him in St. Week, say that the leader is organizing the meeting and wanting to come. And I said I was traveling, but I'll be happy to read from him. I was thinking that that meeting they were going to say, okay, we are appealing to the other function, other divide, that to err is human. What has happened, whether we have run to court and we lost or win, we think that going forward, uniting the party, uniting ourselves, revitalizing the party, rebranding the party is paramount to us. So please come home. Let us all meet at the party head office on this day. All of us will meet at the party head office to build consensus, to reconcile. That's what I was expecting to hear from the leader and the chairman's meeting. Unfortunately, they also went there, and the general secretary and her team also went. And so, what is actually happening within the circles of PNC? I would not be happy, and that's why I decided to stay aside and then be observing what's happening. I've appealed to them individually. I've spoken to them. I appealed to them both publicly and privately that we need to reconcile. I am tempted to regret that the party grassroots voted for people who do not understand that if you go to boardroom wrangling, you don't bring it outside. If you go to boardroom and you have about 5, 4, 6 people, and you have put a topic before you are discussing, and one is trying to dominate, what you do as a smart leader or chair is to put to voting. If the majority voted, you issue a statement on behalf of what this was the matter, this was the vote, majority agree on this, then you issue the statement. You can be angry in the conference room, when you move out and cameras are there, you have to smile. You don't bring, because you got angry, you open the door and cameras are there. Oh, they started saying, we fought, I got left the meeting fighting. No, no, no. So what I am seeing is probably in the next PSC leadership, first, if I've been elected as a leader, we will look for a communication specialist and then a management consultant to come to give them orientation. Let them understand that if you go to the board meeting to discuss an issue and it does not go on your way, it doesn't mean you should take an entering position. Even President Akufo-Addo is the president presiding over meetings. I'm sure if you go and ask him, some of his cabinet ministers sometimes disagree with him completely. But once at the end of the day is consensus and come out, this government policy, whether you like it or not, you have to do. If you go to NDC, same thing happens. You think they don't go to meeting and disagree with issues, but they cannot come out and say, because I disagree with it, this was my view, but they didn't take it. No, no, no. Whilst majority agreed, is binding. And so I'm looking forward to see that in the near future, if I will express my interest again to contest, and if God bestowed on me and I won, first thing I will do is to look for a management consultant and look for a communication specialist to come and give us maybe 2 or 3 days orientation before we even hit the ground.
Right, so currently, what would change your mind with all the wranglings happening? What would convince you when there's an opening that, okay, it's time for election? What to attract you to PNC for you to go and stand for people to vote for you?
Okay, I used to see the PNC to be one of the most peaceful party. I've never seen PNC Congress or primaries. You go there, you see people catalyzing themselves. So it's peaceful. I see Dr. Limam, in his blessed memory, PMP, when he became the president, the things that he has done for Ghana, and it's still in some of the memory of the old age. Only we, the youth, who don't know, because we don't even reach much, we don't know what are some of the things that Nkrumah brought, and Limam brought to us. But I'll be told that Limam bought ships for Ghana, you know that? I think the Blaster Line also, and so many things. And within Limam 2 years through, what he was able to bring to Ghana is marvelous. The ideology of the Kube is still in my memory. I like PNC. I was born and bred in PNC, Kube. We call it Kube, Kube. So, Obibaka say Ebuye by Eche Mbuye. That's me come because of Kasaka. Eche Mbuye. But the next leader of the party will have a tough time. The next leader of our party will have a very challenging to be able to reconcile, to be able to garner for more people to follow the party. Look at what is happening, the happenings in the party now. But some of us are very well experienced. We know how to reach out to people. We know what to say to let people understand. Because it's about communicating. Tell your sister, your brother, oh, okay, if I offended you, I'm sorry, forgive me. I don't think it's a big deal. But I think we should go this way. That's why I was just trying. But not that I was against your idea. No. It's about communication, how you communicate with people. Okay, I strongly believe that the way things are going, okay, let's close the meeting today. Let's reconvene tomorrow. But then temperature have come down. Oh, okay, let's go for break. Then you all go and eat together. Even if you're angry, you all go and eat together and come back. But then come back, people want to reason up. So I strongly believe that there's a lot of job to be done. There will be a lot of talking, a lot of engagement for the next leader to be able to get good numbers of votes. And when the time due, and we have not took off constituency elections, left alone regional election, talking of national election, talking of leadership of the party. But I hope from now to July, I am hoping, or from now to September to December, definitely the party will reason up and we'll call a spade a spade. All the two divide must drop their personal interest. All the two divide must drop their anger and embrace peace. And let's breach the peace between the two factions. In fact, if you ask me, I'll tell them that they have fought for a very long time. The media are even happy tomorrow day, the year Apasera, the year Gen see themselves, okay, today we are saying that we won't talk, we want to reconcile. One of them should be able to reach out, extend the hand to the other side that enough is enough. What is happening is enough. Let's come together. And because I said in the media, both public and private, without PNC, maybe some of that, nobody would have known them. And so, but people were there before you come. If those people who were there were doing that to the party, would you have come to be the party? No. So you think when those people were there, they were not having issues, but how were they managing it? I think they are lacking of forgiveness spirits. It's between the two of them. They don't forgive. And if you have such unforgiving heart, how are you going to lead? So I think the forgiveness spirit has missing. There's a missing link between the two. And why not? Apasera is the man. Honorable David Apasera Alamisi. He is the man. Don't he have a wife? Does he begrudge his wife forever? He is the man. And we've been taught that men have the bigger heart to contain nurses. He should be able to say, Janet, look, you are my younger sister. Or you could be my daughter, each man, if I had given birth to girl on time. Come home. Come to your father. Come to the house. Let's meet at the party office. Let the devil shame goes. He is the man. He should be able to open up. He should have the double heart. And he should absorb it. So I expect my senior man, very good friend and comrade, Honorable David Apasera, he should lead the talk. Whoever is telling him, don't disagree, don't do this, don't let this small girl do this. Assume the small girl was your daughter, or your sister, or your wife. Will you forever say you won't talk to her, or you will not reconcile with her? I think Honorable Moses Daniel and Apasera, they are the men. They should be able to develop that big heart, contain her, tell her, look, okay, we are trying to do ABCD, but where it has gotten, at the end of the day, if it continues like 2024, what legacy are we going to leave to the party? They must leave a legacy. The legacy is that Apasera is here, Janet is here. One went to court, lost, come back, and say, I'm still going this way. The legacy is that when it became tough, the men owned up and said, enough is enough. Okay, we are sorry, come home, let's unite and let the devil go away. So I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Honorable David Apasera and Moses Daniel that they are the men. They should forget all the insult or accusation and counter accusation and tell the lady that, look, Jesus Christ or God put the man to sleep and he removed the man rib, I don't even know our left or right rib, to create a woman. Just like Adam and Eve was in the garden and the lady gave the forbidden fruit to the Adam to eat. Yet we all ask for forgiveness from God. So all what you have been saying, you came back from Marib. I am saying that we are ready for peace. Let a person come to the media and speak like this, and Ghanaian says she will not agree. You will see. Ghanaians themselves will say, no, then it is you who is not correct. And I'm not sure if Apasera come to the media and speak like this, come to the public and address a gathering like this, and Daniba and said, we are the men, we are taking you as our daughter, we are taking you as our younger sister, we are taking you as our wife. Whatever has happened, okay, we are sorry, come home. I am not quite sure. It will take more than 24 hours for the woman to come back. She will come back and you will all enter PNC headquarters. And the shame will shame the devil. And not PNC, and not Apasera, and not Janet. I strongly believe that somebody, one of them, must take that bold decision to say enough is enough. We need to leave. Whether Apasera want to continue to contest for 2024 or not, whether Daniba would like to go again to 2024 or not, even if they have the intent to contest or the intent not to contest again, they must unite before they leave the party.